Ever checked your bank account and wondered, wait, what did I buy this time? Maybe you're scrolling through your transactions, and there's a charge you don't even remember making. It's like your money just disappears, and you're left piecing together the mystery of your own spending. Or maybe you found a package at your door and realized, oh right, that was your 2 a.m. must-have moment. You open it, and for a second you're excited, until you remember you didn't really need it, and now you're not even sure why you bought it in the first place. The thrill of clicking buy now fades fast, replaced by frustration and maybe a little shame. That rush you felt is gone, and you're left with a sinking feeling, wondering why you keep falling into the same trap. If you have ADHD, this cycle is all too familiar. It's not just a one-time thing, it's a pattern that repeats, no matter how hard you try to stop it. It's not just about being bad with money. It's a pattern that feels impossible to break. You might feel like you're always playing catch-up, trying to fix the damage after the fact. You promise yourself you'll do better next time, but the temptation is always there. The world is full of ads, sales, and notifications, all designed to grab your attention and make you spend. You make a budget, feel in control, then something shiny pops up and your plans vanish. It's like your brain is wired to chase novelty, and sticking to a plan feels impossible when everything around you is screaming for your attention. The impulse takes over, and suddenly, you've done it again. It's almost automatic. One moment you're resisting, the next you're clicking buy now without a second thought. You might even hide the purchase, not to deceive, but to avoid judgment from others and yourself. There's a sense of embarrassment, like you should have known better, but couldn't help yourself. This secret spending adds stress and can feel isolating. You might worry that no one else understands, or that you're the only one struggling with this. But you're not broken, and you're not alone. So many people with ADHD experience these same challenges, even if it feels like nobody talks about it. What you're experiencing is a real common challenge for neurodivergent brains. It's not a personal failure. It's a difference in how your brain processes rewards, impulses, and decisions. There's a reason for it, and understanding that is the first step to taking back control. When you know what's happening in your brain, you can start to make changes that actually work for you. It's not about willpower or being better. It's about recognizing your unique challenges and giving yourself the tools and compassion you need. It's about learning how your brain works and finding strategies that fit. There are ways to build habits and systems that support you instead of fighting against your natural tendencies. So, let's look at what's really happening behind the scenes and how you can start to break the cycle, one step at a time. Why is that add to cart button so irresistible? For ADHD brains, it's about the rush, a quick hit of dopamine. Online shopping is designed for instant gratification. One-click orders, saved cards, targeted ads. The process is so fast, your logical brain barely has time to catch up. Money feels abstract online. No cash leaving your hand, just numbers on a screen. That disconnect makes it easy to spend without thinking. The dopamine hit fades quickly, leaving regret and a cycle that repeats. It's not a moral failing, it's a neurological loop. Understanding this pattern is key. The goal isn't to blame yourself, but to learn how to interrupt the cycle. You can break it once you know how it works. Let's dig deeper. The real issue? Executive dysfunction. Executive functions are your brain's management system: planning, organizing, impulse control. For ADHD brains, that CEO is often distracted or on break. Impulse control is the brain's braking system, and when it's faulty, the urge to buy wins out. It's not that you don't know better, it's that your brakes aren't working in the moment. This also makes it hard to connect present actions to future consequences. What's called time blindness. The future feels distant. The reward of buying feels immediate and real. So your brain chooses now over later. Remember, it's not about willpower. Naming the problem, executive dysfunction, shifts you from self-blame to problem solving. With the right strategies, you can support your executive functions. It's about curiosity and compassion, not criticism. Let's see how dopamine fits in. Dopamine isn't just about pleasure, it's about motivation. It's the brain's way of nudging us toward things that feel rewarding or exciting, giving us the drive to act. When you feel that spark to start a new project or chase after a goal, dopamine is often behind it, fueling your energy and focus. For people with ADHD, the brain often runs low on dopamine, making it harder to stay engaged with everyday tasks. That's why we're drawn to things that offer quick, intense bursts of stimulation, anything that promises a fast reward. Impulse spending is one of the fastest, easiest ways to get that dopamine boost. The thrill of clicking buy now or finding a great deal can feel irresistible in the moment. The anticipation of waiting for a package, the excitement of unboxing something new, and the novelty of a fresh purchase all trigger a surge of dopamine. It's not just about owning the item, it's about the whole experience. That's why advice like just use willpower often falls flat. It's like telling someone who needs glasses to simply try harder to see. The challenge isn't a lack of effort, it's a difference in brain chemistry. The things we buy aren't just objects, they're promises. Promises of excitement, of feeling more organized, or of finally having our lives together. Each purchase feels like a step toward a better version of ourselves. In reality, your brain isn't just buying stuff, it's buying hope. Hope for a dopamine-rich experience, for a moment of satisfaction, or for a sense of control in a chaotic world. The key isn't to eliminate your need for dopamine, but to find healthier, more sustainable ways to meet it. Activities like exercise, spending time in nature, or connecting with friends can all provide that same rewarding feeling. Try creative hobbies, physical activity, or meaningful social connections. These options can help your brain get the stimulation it craves without the financial stress. Remember, your impulse spending isn't a sign of weakness or poor character. It's driven by biology, by the way your brain is wired to seek out dopamine. Addressing the root cause, your brain's need for stimulation, can help you break the cycle. Support, understanding, and the right strategies make a real difference. Feed your brain what it needs in ways that support your goals. Small changes, like planning meals or journaling, can help you build new, positive habits. You can't out-willpower your wiring, but you can learn to work with it. By understanding your brain, you can set yourself up for success. The next step is learning how to pause before acting on impulse. That moment of reflection can make all the difference. Here's your new best friend, a simple pause. It's a powerful tool to help you make choices that truly serve you. The most powerful tool against impulse spending? It's something you already have at your fingertips, the pause button. Think of it as your new best friend whenever you feel that urge to buy something you don't really need. The goal is simple. Create a little breathing room between the moment you think, I want it, and the moment you actually buy it. That space is where your best decisions are made. When you feel the impulse, try walking away from the item, closing the shopping tab, or even just stepping outside for a few minutes. These small actions break the spell of instant gratification and give you a chance to think. Once you've paused, ask yourself some honest questions. Do I really need this? Or is it just a fleeting want? Do I already own something similar that serves the same purpose? Sometimes a quick look through your closet or drawers is all it takes to realize you have what you need. Ask yourself, will I still want this tomorrow, or even next week? Often the excitement fades with time, and what felt urgent now seems unnecessary later. Try using the 24-hour or 7-day rule. Give yourself a set period to think it over. No pressure, just time to reflect. If you're still interested, add the item to a wish list or jot it down somewhere. This helps you track your wants without acting on them right away. But here's the key: don't buy it immediately. Give yourself permission to wait and see how you feel after some time has passed. Set a reminder to check back later. This way, you're not saying no forever, just not right now. Most of the time, you'll find that the urgency fades away, and you're no longer interested in making the purchase. You'll realize you don't actually need it, and you'll feel good about making a thoughtful choice. This simple delay gives your logical brain time to catch up with your emotions, helping you make smarter decisions. Remember, it's not about denying yourself forever, it's about making sure your purchases truly matter to you. The pause is a game changer. It puts you back in control, and that's empowering. It proves you can survive and even thrive without giving in to every impulse buy. Now let's take it a step further and build your own impulse-proof toolkit, so you're always ready to hit pause when you need it most. You can make impulse spending harder by adding friction to the process. Unsubscribe from marketing emails and delete saved payment info. If you have to get up and find your card, you're more likely to pause. Automate your finances. Set up automatic transfers for bills and savings. Use cash for certain categories. When it's gone, it's gone. Make your budget tangible and real. Find alternative dopamine sources, quick, free activities that boost your mood. When you feel the urge to shop, try a dopamine snack first. You're not depriving your brain, just redirecting it. Work with your wiring, not against it. But what if you still buy something on impulse? Even with the best strategies, impulse buys will happen. The key is what you do next. Avoid the shame spiral. Don't let one mistake turn into a spending spree. Practice self-compassion. You're not a bad person, just human. Instead of judgment, get curious. What triggered the purchase? Boredom? Stress? If possible, return the item right away. Don't let it sit and become clutter. If you keep it, use it. Don't let it become a monument to guilt. Integrate it into your life to reduce wastefulness. This isn't about justifying the buy, but about moving forward. Learn from the experience, not punish yourself for it. Mistakes are data, not disasters. The goal is progress, not perfection. Every step you take builds your pause muscle. You can always course correct. Let's turn guilt into a game plan. Use impulse buys as learning opportunities. Track your unplanned purchases for a month. What did you buy, how much, and how were you feeling? Patterns will emerge. Maybe you shop when bored, stressed, or procrastinating. Once you spot your triggers, make a plan. Organize what you have before buying more. Call a friend, or take a walk. This turns you from a passive spender into an active detective of your own mind. Share your findings with someone you trust for support and accountability. The goal isn't perfection, but awareness and improvement. Each time you choose your plan over the impulse, you get stronger. Mistakes become clues, not failures. You're building new habits, one step at a time, and you're not alone in this. If you've made it this far, know you're not alone. Managing impulse spending with ADHD is a journey, not a destination. Keep learning, keep trying, and be kind to yourself. You can build a healthier relationship with money, with the right tools and support. Talking about money breaks the stigma and helps us learn from each other. Find a community that understands your brain and your challenges. That's why we created the Special Needs Finance community, a safe space for real talk and real solutions. Join us for tips, support, and brain-friendly financial advice. You have the power to change your financial story, starting now. Check the link below, and let's make money work for our minds, together.